Okay, I don't know what this is going to come out like. It's really windy, but we're all set up for American Speed Fest at Brands Hatch. Monster trucks out, all built, daily checks done. Of course, got the batteries on charge, got the oil heater on. We got 12 and a half litres of Lucas oil to warm up before we start the engine. So the oil heater's roughly on for about an hour and a half each time before we start it, just to get that massive amount of oil nice and warm, and then we can pump it around the engine and then we start it. So also in the background, got our friends from Malta, Team Maximum Locker here. Also at the other end of the arena, we got the Red Dragon Ride truck. Also in this show, we're going to have a burnout competition. So we're going to see some big American muscle cars burning some serious amounts of rubber in the arena. Can't wait to see that. So I know Claire and George, they're out because there is thousands of people here, and of course some amazing American cars. There's even some Hummers here, and we got a few Hummers down the workshop, so I do like a Hummer. But look at these in the background there. They look fantastic. One of them's 6-wheel drive, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so really looking forward to what we do here today, because today we're doing car crushing. We're not doing car jumping. This is a car crushing show at American Speed Fest.
Hey, well, my lot came for that as well. Whose team are you on? After 3, I want more noise than you've ever made in your lives, so these guys know what they're going to be listening to as they go.
Who is it? Look, this time they're not scared to be in the vlog. George and Claire, all out looking at these fantastic cars. Look at all these American hot rods. These are fantastic. I don't know which one I like the best. They're all really cool, and they're all individual. Even though some of them are all the same model, they are still completely different. Wow. I don't know if you can really hear me. The wind's really quite bad.
So we've got Bruce along with us doing American Speed Fest.
So we're watching the European NASCAR, so we're just under safety car, just two have just gone off. Good though, isn't it? They are really fast. So yeah, I'm going to put a few clips of this up because it's amazing to watch. Normally on NASCAR they do the big ovals, but they actually go around the Indy circuit here at Brands Hatch. And look how many people are here. It is absolutely rammed. Okay, so we're back from American Speed Fest. I didn't do a lot of vlogging, mainly because of the wind. The wind was really sunny, thousands and thousands of people there, but the wind, wow, it was bad. And I haven't got, because I'm filming on my phone, so I haven't got a muffler for the microphone, and I just didn't think you would have appreciated how noisy it was. So yeah, so we're back in the workshop. The only thing what went wrong with the monster truck at American Speed Fest, fine throughout the shows, went to go and load it back into the trailer, and on the back of my monster truck, so the rear steering is electric over hydraulic, so it's got a big hydraulic pump on there, and the motor let go in the pump as we was loading it in the trailer. But I carry spare one, so we've put a brand new spare one on it. That one's a lot faster than the one that was on it, so yeah, it's going to take a bit of getting used to it again. So we're back in the back of the workshop now where we do the fiberglass in. So I've been up on the shelf and I've got one of my rolled over cabs down, so this time we're going to repair this one. So we're going to I'm not sure which way I'm doing it yet. Either I'm going to try and fix this piece here, or cut this piece out and put a new piece in. When I start taking the window out and see how bad it is, because it's already glassed up on the inside of it, because I actually ran this body with the damage in it. So yeah, so it's got a little bit of so it's got damage up the pillar on this one, and a little crack across the roof. And when I rolled this one, I did a real good job on it. So I've actually smashed up this side at the top, so I go around the back. Yeah, so on this one, it's got damage on the other side of it, because it was a complete flip when I rolled this one over. So then it's all damaged through here. So that's quite an easy fix, that one. I'm not gonna cut out that piece. I'm gonna cut into it and put more fiberglass in it and to repair that piece. You can see it's been up on the shelf. It's got damage down the back where it rolled over. But that's it. That's all easy fixable. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is trying to fix this one. And then when I finish that, and then I'm going to cut all these ones out. So I'm going to cut the bonnet out as well, cut the tailgate. It's just easier to just do it in one go, because it's so messy. So I'm going to be grinding this and cutting into this, so it makes a lot of dust. So I'll just try and keep the dust to a minimum. So I do all the cutting in one go. Then I can just clean it up with the Hoover to try and get rid of it, because it goes absolutely everywhere. Okay, so I made a decision. I chopped it out. So that's the piece I've removed. Remember I was talking about earlier the angle grinder. So it's an angle grinder. It's got a diamond cutting blade on it. So diamond encrusted blade. So quite often use them for cutting ceramic tiles, but it cuts fiberglass really well. So what we're going to do now is we've got a repair panel that bolts in here. So we've got to clean it up, get all the dust off of this, clean the repair panel up and bolt it in, and then we can start repairing this piece. Okay, so that's the repair panel put on. So it's held on with F-clamps all the way around. So yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some gel coat on the inside of it and let that go off, and then we can actually start putting glass fibre back into it to make this thing a one piece again. The only problem is it's a little bit hard, because we're actually doing fiberglass, so it wants to fall off, so we have to make it very, very thin and just do it in loads of little bits. So it's a little bit time consuming. It'd be easier if we could actually roll it upside down, but I think it's going to distort it too much, so we're going to have to do it this way. Once we get it in there, we can just start laying it up and get it undone. So this is the piece we're actually going to repair. You can see I've sanded where all the joints are going to be. So now we just got to put the gel coat on now. There's all the F-clamps, and start making this piece one piece. Okay, so all the gel coat is now on. Mixed it up really strong. So this thing's going to go off in probably about half an hour, because if I go over to the pot, so I've made it up just in a little pot already, and this is quite warm to the touch. So yeah, so that's already gone off. So the more it is together, the heat actually makes it go off. So this is actually quite warm. So the more heat it produces, the quicker it goes off. So that'll be off in half an hour. Okay, so all the fiberglass is in now. So it's not the easiest thing to do, because it is upside down. So it is trying to fall out. So you have to do it in loads and loads of little pieces and try and keep all your edges minimal. So we're going to let this dry now, and then take off the mould, and then we'll go back and grind it back from the other side, and then put some more fiberglass in, and then that'll be it for today. And then we'll come back tomorrow, and then we'll start just filling up the rest of it, just to blend everything in, and then that's this done. Okay, so there it is. The panel is all fixed. Just got to go back in with the grinder now and just blend in the last couple of parts on it. Okay, so all the repairs are done. So we went in with ground the joints back, put fiberglass in the joints, so it's got fiberglass both sides of it, and then just gone over with a little bit of filler. So we've done all the little repairs all the way around. So had to repair a little bit on this pillar here, and I had to re-fiberglass this piece in here, because that had actually split. And just this had a big scrape down the back. So all we're going to do now is just going to put this in primer, because I've got something really cool coming up. But yeah, so we're going to wrap this one. So we're not going to paint it green just yet. So yeah, so let's get this in primer, and then that's this one done. Okay, so the cab's all primed. Just made a new windscreen to go on it, because the windscreen that was in it was actually broken. So it's still got this protective cover on at the moment. So I've got a template for them, so I've just jigsaw cutted that out. Well, what we're going to do next? Well, now we're going to put this body on Swampthing. So yeah, so we've got to take the old one off. Okay, so we just got Swampthing out the trailer. Trailer's just out the front there. So now we've got to start taking all the bodywork off, and that's absolutely everything. So the cab, the bed size, the bonnet, the bumper, everything's all got to come off. And we've got to stick some plain bodywork on it because this one's going to get wrapped. Can't tell you what it's about, but it's going to be really cool. Probably one of the coolest things I've done in a while. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to this, but it's all a secret. Okay, so we've swapped the body over, so still all dusty. Yeah, so this is the old bumper, what used to be on Swampthing. If you notice, this one's all painted. So the normal one is the 3D one, which is, see that one there? So that's all made out of fiberglass, and then we just paint the teeth on it, but they've actually got a shape to them. So this is the bumper that was originally on it. So you can see where it's got all the bits where there'd normally be grills on there. So that's that. So that's so we've got a new bonnet on it. Got the refinished cab, the one that we rolled over and repaired all the top bits on it, and got a new bedside on it. So we just got to put the new tailgate on it next. Also, this is how low Swampthing can be. Look how low it is to the ground, because now we've actually, to get the cab on, we have to lift it over the top and then drop it on. So we drop the suspension out. So this is when the suspension's fully down on its bump stops. So if you look down here, so that is on its bump stops now. So quite often when we do a jump, we hit that. So that's how low it can get to the ground, but that's on its little wheels. So imagine if it's on its big wheels, we've still got another 2 feet underneath the bottom where the lowest point of the truck is, because the tyres are that much bigger. So yeah, so a little bit more to do on it. Now I'm going to just reset the suspension now, bring it all back up to where it should be. Yes, because I find it easier to fit the tailgate when it's a little bit taller. Because you have to try and get underneath it, and when it's that low to the ground it's quite awkward. So let's put the suspension back up where it should be, and then we can fit the tailgate. Okay, so just washed Swampthing, or no thing at the moment, because it's got this. So this is the old bumper I was on about. Look, it looks a lot better when you get all the dust off of it. Only problem with fiberglass, it is really dusty stuff when you're messing around and cutting it about. So yeah, it's all washed off now. So there's the tailgate on. All the suspension's back up now. Actually, you actually put a brake disc on it as well, because one of the brake discs was actually a bit warped again. Must have caught it on a car at the last show, because when I was driving it out the trailer, I could feel it vibrating a little bit. Checked it, yeah, it's bent, so we put another brake disc on. So I'm just about to load it back up into the trailer now. And that's about it for this week. Can't really tell you what I'm doing, but yeah, eventually I'm going to be able to tell you what we're doing with the truck. But yeah, something different for a change.